So, shortly before my dad passed, he decided to tell my mom his confession, which was that he had been cheating on her for 14 years. He left my mom his life insurance policy, but that's all my mom got because he left everything else to her. It's crazy to me to find out that your dad was really just a piece of shit.
His TV remote wasn't working, so he let me have his iPad and watch TV on it, and he fell asleep. And I was just like, hmm, we're exclusive, serious. I'm just gonna do a little swipe up and look at his messages, and oh my god.
The messed up part about this as well is this is such par for the course for women. Women constantly are betrayed, just in huge ways, just utterly betrayed. Worlds turned upside down. Hey y'all, this I got to throw a trigger warning out there for this one. This motherfucker's so crazy right here. This story is disgusting and disturbing. Oh my god, scary. Scary. You never know. You know, you don't, you I, like, I see why women don't ever, don't, hmm. I see why women don't trust us. I see why women don't trust us. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. I see 100%. I see why women don't trust me.
So, story time on my dad's bed confession. So, shortly before my dad passed, he decided to tell my mom his confession, which was that he had been cheating on her for 14 years.
God damn. Why wouldn't you just take that to the grave with you at that point? Why? He hated that woman. Hated her.
Confession, which was that he had been cheating on her for 14 years. He had had a full-blown relationship with another woman, had a house with her, everything. In fact, he worked daily with her. He lived in another state. It worked for my parents. Apparently not, but it did. He had lied to me about a year before his passing because I did confront him. I asked him point blank, "Are you cheating on mom?" And he said no. He was my stepdad, but he was my dad because he was with our family for 30 plus years. I don't have a relationship with my bio dad. That is a different story. I cut him off about 10 years ago. But shortly before he passed, he made the confession. And then after he passed is when we found out everything else. He left my mom his life insurance policy, but that's all my mom got because he left everything else to her. And that's how we found out. I was the one that was, I guess, deemed responsible to call on all the finances. And I got my mom off of all of his credit cards, let them all know that he had passed, and sent all the paperwork to make sure they knew. But when I called about his retirement is when we found out. Somehow, some way, even though my mom was originally on the retirement, well, she wasn't anymore. We found out that this woman was a notary and that somehow my mom's signature, somehow, we're not really sure, was signed to get this woman now on to the retirement. Weird. We don't know how it happened. But my mom no longer is getting my dad's retirement. So my mom, who was married to my dad for 30 plus years, was left with little to no money. And all the lies just kept barreling through, every single one. I called my dad's financial advisor, and it was also weird because, what? I didn't know he had a daughter. What? He has a son and 2 other daughters? He has grandchildren? Nope, they never knew about any of us because he was estranged from his ex-wife, my mother. What? We only knew about his girlfriend of 14 years. You're kidding me. And the day that my dad's retirement got paid out, boom, she quit her job and nobody has heard from her. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to me to find out that your dad was really just a piece of shit.
Now, Jesus. Okay. So the first thing that came to my mind was relying on a man financially, relying on a man financially for a woman, it just, I don't want to say it's not smart, right? Because I don't know how to say it. It just, I don't see how women can do it. And I just mean that in general. I'm not saying that in every single case, but I'm just saying like in general. Again, I've talked about this many a times, but like, yeah, okay, cool. I make the money in my family, but my wife has 100% control of all of my money. She has all, like, it's not my money, whatever money I make or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She has 100% access to it, control of it. She signs this. She knows, like, she knows where everything is. So it would be very, very hard for me in the end to, do what he did. Like, it would be virtually impossible for me to do that to my wife. Right. So, and if you do, and maybe that was what it was like because, the how would the wife know that the policy got changed? You know what I mean? Like, how would she know this? I can't blame her for that. It's 100% on the man and on the woman who stole the money because he conspired with her to defraud the wife. Essentially, that's what happened. Um, it's just not a good choice. It's just not a good choice, and this is why, like, I don't blame women. I don't. If a woman doesn't want to work or whatever, like, I'm all for that. You know what I mean? Like, do your thing. If you can find a man that can support you and da 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 da, I'm all for that. But knowing what I know about men, I'm just like, it just, like, men do not provide. They don't pay all the bills so that they can really provide for their women. I don't feel like. I feel like they always do it to have control and so that they can do whatever they want to do, like cheat and not, and what you gonna do about it? Like, think about it. What if his wife hadn't been working for 20 years already and she found out that he was cheating? What could she have done financially? Not after not working for 20 years. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? Like, it just, I don't know. It's just, it is just very scary. And men do not, we don't take that into account at all. How much trust women have to have to do, to give us that responsibility, to rely on us in that way. And I just wish more men understood that you have, like, such a great responsibility to actually not harm that woman. Like, beyond the just you shouldn't do it anyway, but like, dude, what is this woman gonna do? That woman is probably damn near 70 years old. You know, what is she going to do now? She's fucked. She's fucked. She has to live the rest of her life in squalor. Like, what? That is crazy. Also, like, how she just, it's just no way for men just can hide it so bad. So not so bad. Men can just do the dirt so easily, lie so easily or whatever. How do you get away with that for 14 years? And then all the other stuff too. That's another thing. Like how men be having kids and don't be claiming them. Men have whole children, don't claim them. A mother can a mother could never not claim her children. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if the dad had them, like, women aren't doing that. Like, I didn't know she didn't have kids. Like, you've never heard that before. That shit has never happened. But men not claiming their babies, that shit happens all the time. Start over, get a whole new family. Nobody knows nobody's the wiser. The level of deception and betrayal, it just, it's crazy, man. Wild.
So I think I win the best story to tell on Thanksgiving as of today, November 28th, 2025. It's 1:22 a.m. and I'm just getting home because the guy I was seeing exclusively asked me to spend Thanksgiving night with him, and I did. I went there, and long story short, his TV remote wasn't working, so he let me have his iPad and watch TV on it, and he fell asleep. And I was just like, we're exclusive, serious. I'm just gonna do a little swipe up and look at his like messages, and oh my god. Not only was there another girl, but there was like 10 other girls. And the one I actually messaged on the iPad and was like, who is this? And she's like, who is this? I was like, I'm a girl in his bed right now, and I sent her a picture on the iPad of just my hair, and he's sleeping. And I was like, I'm not even lying right now. She goes, oh, I've been seeing him since February. And she's messaging me, and I'm trying to look through his other messages, and I went to go screenshot the one so I can send it to her and be like, um, it's looks like it's not just me and you. It looks like there's like 10 more girls. I'm just like, I'm sick. Anyways, the iPad, I went to screenshot that and the iPad locked, so I just got my stuff. I was so scared. I was so sick. I ran out in my pajamas. I got my things. I didn't have any shoes on, and I just left. And now he's calling me, and I texted him all the screenshots I took. You guys, I'm just so freaking applaud. You were 36 years old. We are too old for these games. And he lives in Baltimore, Ohio. His name is Justin Ferguson, and he works at IBEW, I think I just said that, in New Albany, but lives in Baltimore, 36. I hope this gets on the right algorithm, and I just hope karma gets him, because I am traumatized. Like, I feel like I need to go admit myself into a psych ward and get mental help, because I truly am traumatized. Like, I already cried. I don't even know what to think. This is why I don't know how I would ever trust another male. Like, this is so messed up, you guys. Oh my god.
The messed up part about this as well is like this is such like par for the course for women. Women constantly are betrayed, just like in huge ways, just utterly betrayed, worlds turned upside down, and they like heal up and they still don't believe it's all men, and they give another man a chance, and they get married and and just for it to happen again. That it's a big reason why I never let men be on that whole like I opened up to a woman 30 years ago and she weaponized my vulnerabilities against me. And ever since then, I was like, nope, I'm closed up like a clam. And like, you have no reason to be like that as a man when women are out here experiencing this type of stuff. You have no reason to be like that when women are finding out on their husband's deathbeds that the husband cheated on them after 14 years. You have no reason to be like that after women are finding out that she was robbed of her pension. Like, you have no reason. You have no reason to believe that. You have no reason to feel that way. You don't have a leg to stand on. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm just sick of the lies all the time, over and over and over again. Constant gaslighting, constant manipulation, constant lying, constant goalposts moving, constant villainizing of women, constant excusing male behavior. Just over and over and over again. It's it's wild, and it's why we're not getting any better, man. We're not moving anywhere. There's no progress. There's no progress because you can't see these stories, you can't hear these stories and go, wow, let me make sure that I'm not that type of guy. Let me also make sure that my friends aren't those types of men. let me let me make sure that I don't contribute to the problem. Instead, you say it's not all men, it's not me, it's not my pals, it's not my circle, it's the men you know. Women choose better. I didn't see it coming. blah 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 blah. When she breaks up with me, blah 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 blah. Women weaponize this. Men don't do anything. Like, wow, okay, and we're stuck. And that's why, the human race seems like it's dying out. That's that's why 1 out of 4 men are like, I don't think I'm ever gonna fall in love. I don't think a woman is ever gonna love me. Good, good. We don't deserve it. Terrible. The lot of you, just terrible. But let me put myself in there too. But yeah, we can't be trusted. We can't be trusted. And another diabolical part about all of this is the men are shitty to the women. Like the whole time, the men are shitty. If you like, this man invited her over on Thanksgiving, and he didn't even. It's not like he didn't plan for her to like even be there. He's just like, I just don't. I just want to keep my bed warm. Come keep my bed warm. His remote didn't even work. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Just and the other, it just sounds like the men are shitty the whole time. Like women, like what are they even getting out of it? It's ridiculous.